a question crossed my mind when I was watching the great Kabuki in action. And, Mr. Hart, I will place this question to you as delicately as I can. I mean, no offense to anyone involved, but it appears to me that Kabuki is a person who is almost out of control.
Well, let me just say this. Anyone's face that's been put into the hot coals, that changes your attitude. But what I mainly want to talk about, Mr. Soley, and I only need a few minutes. A few years ago, I was the number in Atlanta. And when Gary Hart talked, everybody listened. But there was a man by the name of Wrestling Number 2. Now, Number 2, I've chased you all over the Southwest. Fort Worth, Dallas. I've chased you through Florida. I've chased you through Louisiana, and I couldn't get you. But in Atlanta, Georgia, sooner or later, the boogeyman's gonna get you if you don't watch out. I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. And Number 2, the only reason Gary Hart and Kabuki are in Atlanta is for you, Number 2, because you hurt me bad. And now I'm going to hurt you bad. And that's all I got to say.
Fair enough. Gary Hart, the manager and mentor to the great Kabuki. And Kabuki right now going up against Bob McKenzie in this standby match. And, well, a warning has been well served by Mr. Hart on Wrestling 2. So let's wait now for the bell to ring. Kabuki enters the ring, and again you see the ritualistic manner in which Kabuki always enters the ring, and constantly changing his attire, his approach, his methodology, and Kabuki now being worn by Gary Hart. Kabuki with the sticks, and these, of course, are basically lethal weapons. There's no question about that. And Hart having his problems, taking that away from Kabuki. And a face of mail on Kabuki, and Kabuki again with that green cloud emitting from his mouth. Gary Hart slips from the ring, and by now McKenzie must be really wondering what he is facing here in an opponent. Kabuki again closes in on this man, and Kabuki, striking like a vampire, if you will, closes in on him, a series of blows to the throat that has McKenzie back to the canvas once again. And there you see it again, that green fog that emits from his mouth. Most unusual individual, and difficult to put into exact words exactly what we are seeing here in this man, Kabuki. Kabuki on that top rope crashes down on McKenzie once again. And you can hear perhaps the voice of Gary Hart continuing to issue some sort of instructions to Kabuki. McKenzie tried a headbutt to the midsection. Kabuki retaliates with a chop to the side of the head. Kabuki, beautiful savate-type blow with a kick. And it is Kabuki again with a chop to the back of the this man, McKenzie. McKenzie in trouble. And it is Hart. And, of course, Gary Hart will keep up a running monologue outside the ring. He'll talk to his man. He'll talk to the opponent. And he tries to create an aura of confusion, and that's exactly what he does.
It's not the top. He's going to walk down. He's going to walk down.
Well, let's see what he's doing. Look at this man.
He walked down. He didn't
walk down the ropes. And he's saying something to Kabuki, and once again now McKenzie fires to the midsection. McKenzie arm whips Kabuki. Kabuki caught him and almost ripped his head off. And it is Kabuki catching him again, a variation of a fireman carry, and drives that fist in Kabuki again. And this is the strange part about Kabuki. Very ceremonial. McKenzie trying to power out could not. He was completely out of power at that particular point, and Kabuki in that strange ritualistic spin. Now being escorted from the ring area by Gary Hart, the Playboy from Chicago, who has over the years brought into professional wrestling some of the most awesome competitors I think the sport has ever seen. And again with Kabuki, you can't help but wonder if there isn't more scars, if there aren't more scars than just those around the eyes. You wonder about mental or possible emotional scars that this man may carry with him into that squared circle. But